I don't get it.
Podcast.
Should I start or should you start?
Well, it's Lauren.
And Naz.
And it's just the two of us today.
And that's it. Just the two of us.
We can make it if we try.
We can make it if we try, and hopefully we have enough things to talk about.
I feel like when Naz and I are alone together, we don't really stop talking.
That's true.
So
you think it'll be any different
I think
since there's
it'll be
microphones in front of us?
I think it'll be okay. I mean, hey, I did it alone, so I can do it with you.
That's true. Alone was so hard for me when I did the bonus one because for some reason, Lauren, it was so hard for me to breathe.
Oh my God, me too. I kept swallowing and like thinking, is this sound normal with my swallows and speech?
Oh, it's so hard to talk and like breathe at the same time.
But how do you do with those like speaking things you do?
Like when I go
in front of an
or whatever.
yeah.
Oh my God, it's so funny. Normally I make it through, but there's always one moment where I'm like, literally I take in one big deep breath.
And there's
I'm short breathed in general, and that's definitely not a good health sign. Sometimes I feel like I'm just going to stop breathing, and a lot of the times I can't breathe through my nose.
Oh, well, that's an issue.
It is an issue.
You got to get your septum checked.
I know. I wanted to ask you about school, but before I do, because you have started school, and I'm sure everyone else is wondering too, I was thinking of an I don't get it on the way over here.
Okay.
And I don't get what dictates how quiet or loud a fart is.
It's how tight your butthole is. Period.
Really?
That's what I think.
But so your butthole tightness fluctuates because sometimes mine are quiet and sometimes mine are loud. And I know why we fart because we have gas in our stomach that has to come out, I'm assuming. But why are some really loud and why are some quiet?
I'm sure there's some kind of scientific butthole, like how big it gets and how small it gets and determining how much air needs to come out.
Right.
But Jack is always like, oh my God, my friend blank always farts and never
you won't say
never makes and never makes a sound. He must have the loosest asshole in the world. And I'm like, that's what you think of? And now he's got me thinking that people have loose assholes.
So now you think that's what it is?
Fun fact, Ashley, actually, no, just kidding. She
farts loud more than she
farts
does quietly, or she
opposite. She farts quieter than she does loudly.
Then I think you're right. She probably has a tight butthole.
No, she's got you know what? I'm sure she has a very fine, tight butthole.
If she ever listened to this, she would throw up.
This is so weird.
I know.
Wait,
are yours more loud or yours more quiet?
Unfortunately, mine are quiet. So I got a loose one.
You're so lucky. Mine are 50-50. And I get scared because I always squeeze it.
You're trying to force it out. Always, I think. You're trying to be like, get out of there. Yeah.
That was so gross what you just did.
Sorry.
What?
Oh my God, wait. I wanted to see. I knew.
Lauren, are we recording?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
I wrote down an I don't get it, and I just want to remember what it is.
Isn't that the worst?
I found it. Okay.
What?
WWE.
What do you mean? That's like the most I get it thing in the world.
What are you talking about?
You never watched it growing up?
Okay.
Wait, explain to people who don't know what WWE is.
I don't know. What does it stand for?
It's the Worldwide Wrestling Federation. It used to be the WWF, and now it's WWE, which I think is just...
Worldwide Federation.
I think it's just
World Wrestling Federation?
Entertainment or something. I don't know. Let me look it up. We got to stop saying I don't know and start looking things up.
I was watching Total
Divas. Oh, Total Bellas. They have their own show now?
Yeah.
Oh,
so I like them. And I was watching the shows and I was like, oh, this is like, I get why this is still on E! And this is one of their successful shows.
Right.
But then it like flashes to them wrestling and I'm like, how did these chicks get into this? And it's just, so do people know it's fake? Do people... Like, how do people go to these wrestling matches, quote, and are like, yeah.
So the answer is people definitely know it's fake. And it's basically the best way I could describe it, because I used to watch it when I was little back in the 90s, because you know I'm a huge fan of The Rock.
Yes.
So they create, Vince McMahon Vince McMahon, yeah, I think he's like the CEO or the head of WWF. And their company basically creates storylines. So it's almost like you're watching a reality show or a soap opera, but live on TV. So like, let's say you and I were different wrestlers. It's like Naz hates Lauren because Lauren hooked up with her boyfriend one time.
And this is just pure fiction.
It's pure fiction. And then when they punch each other and hit each other, like you can tell that they're not even like actually hitting each other.
I'm watching this and Jack watches it like he's watching a goddamn movie. And I'm just like, like the intelligence level I feel is a scale, you know, who watches WWE and whose intelligence is high.
Probably the same people Mitch was describing that went to Fire Festival.
But I also thought that they thought it was real.
Okay, so I think when you're little, like when I was little, I thought it was real.
Yeah.
So it's called the World Wrestling Entertainment. That's what it's called now.
So you're right.
But it used to be WWF, which stood for, I think, just World Wrestling Federation.
Okay.
Anyways, it was so much fun. Like, my favorite characters were obviously... And so then all these characters, like these wrestling characters, they would, like, literally build and create their own persona. They would have catchphrases like
The
Rock,
superhero, right?
Kind of like a superhero. The Rocks would be like, "If you smell what the Rock is cooking," and I would like repeat them, and he would do the people's eyebrow, you know, like raising one eyebrow. I'd always try to do it in the mirror. And my favorite wrestler, you guys should Google this. It's so funny. Was like this massive dude. His name was Rikishi, and his signature wrestling move was like putting his ass in guys' faces.
Oh my gosh! So did your dad turn you on to this?
No. So did I ever tell you that we had neighbors?
Okay. I just felt like I was really loud.
We had these neighbors called the Matadines. They were Jamaican, and I attribute them being the reason why I have swag in life.
All right.
Because my parents, you know, were like super Catholic or whatever, didn't let me like watch anything bad. I was like super Disney at home. And then they would get home late from work, so I'd go to their house with my little brother after school every day. And that's where I watched Jerry Springer. Remember when I got horny for the first time?
Wow, they let you watch all that
Yeah,
bad
that's
shit.
where I watched BET and MTV and WWE.
Okay.
That's like basically where I learned
Jesus.
pop culture. And at home, it was just like singing to Backstreet Boys.
You'll be
and
watching
like,
Jungle Book.
yeah, and Jungle Book,
Yeah.
exactly.
Okay. Well, I just was watching it and I was like, I can't believe this shit's on and how do people get into this? Like, you really got to grow up when you're younger. Because I
That's
just can't
so
imagine
true.
like a 50-year-old grown-ass man being like, well, time to watch dudes in tights put their butts in each other's faces.
Yeah, that's true. It's funny, but they do create storylines that you essentially follow.
Right.
Like, you want to tune in the next time to see why this person doesn't like this person now, and if this
Right.
person's
Like, I
friends
guess
with this
if
person.
there was wrestling on The Bachelor, it would be a little bit like that. For
Yeah.
girls watching The Bachelor
Yeah.
and guys watching some wrestling.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well,
It's-
remember the group date last week?
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah, where they
Yeah.
were like kind of they were like laughing the whole
literally
time.
was what we just described.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
That's funny. Does Jack watch wrestling?
Yes, he loves it.
Oh,
he watches it. That's
but
why,
he watched it when ever since he was little, right?
Yeah, ever since he was little, his dad
Yeah.
really liked it, and then they
Yeah.
would go to like actual live wrestling matches.
So I've never been to a live wrestling match, but I heard that the atmosphere is like absolutely insane.
But these people are there with posters,
I
not
know.
knowing what's going to happen, right?
Yeah, exactly.
They're like, I hope my favorite's
Yeah.
written in the script today.
I watched it religiously, Lauren, until one of the wrestlers, his name starts with an O. I think it was Owen something. He, I think, did a stunt coming out.
Yeah.
From like the top of the stage.
He died.
He died.
I
on
heard
live
that.
Television.
I've heard about that.
And that's when I was like, I'm not watching this anymore. Isn't that crazy?
that makes it more interesting.
Lauren!
I'm sorry you died, person.
I can't believe you just
But that
said
makes it like
that.
a reason to watch. Like something could actually happen that's
Let me
not
see.
written in a
Guy
script.
who died. Someone could easily say, "Why do you watch The Bachelor?"
Yeah.
The same person that watches WWE could look at you and say, "Why are you watching 25 girls make out with one guy?"
Because listen to what you just said.
I know.
Like,
I
come
know.
on.
Hold on, let me see. Guy who died on WWE. What was his name?
Was it like a? It was like a neck
Owen
break.
Hart. I
Oh, he
was
broke
right.
his back
Due
Or his
to
neck?
injuries. Oh, so I don't know if he died right on television. It says he died May 23, 1999 due to injuries suffered following an equipment malfunction and subsequent fall from the rafters of the arena that he was entering.
Scary.
Crazy. That's so
Scary.
insane.
Since Ashley and Jared are getting married in August, I have to find a new place to live. And I'm already stocking up on my furniture, Pinteresting the shit out of my new apartment, even though I don't have one yet. But the first two things that I already bought are a huge chair from Joybird and a adorable matching couch from Joybird. It's such a cute combo. I can't stand it, and I'm looking forward to moving out now because I get to decorate, okay? That's all I'm looking forward to. Joybird believes that you should never settle when it comes to home furnishings and that you should always have the freedom to be boldly original. And that's what I'm doing. I got yellow furniture, guys. I know it's so random for me who loves everything black, but I'm going to have yellow furniture and everything else black. So I got the bold color. With Joybird, you get one-of-a-kind furniture made to your unique taste. Turn your ideas into reality with hundreds of styles and options from mid-century modern, which is the couch I got, to contemporary classics, customizable in an amazing array of fabric choices. There's a wide range of kid and pet-friendly upholstery options available. Perfect for the little Gerg man. Each Joybird piece is made by hand with care and precision using high-quality hardwood and responsibly-sourced materials to fit your exact specifications. Lifetime warranty, period. Lifetime warranty included. It's a necessity for furniture. 365-day home trial. Skip the furniture store and bring the showroom home. You can see if the couch fits before you commit to buying it for 365 days. We bought so many couches, or we almost bought so many couches for this apartment just to figure out they don't fit in our door. So it's very important that you have this 365-day home trial. See how Joybird is revolutionizing home furniture shopping. Create the furniture that brings you joy today at joybird.com/getit. Go to joybird.com/getit and receive an exclusive offer for 25% your first order by using Get It. 25% off a couch is a lot of money, guys, so take advantage of this code. That's joybird.com/getit.
Okay, Lauren, so how's school? Because you started hair school.
Yes, my back hurts. That's what I have to say about everything.
Because you have to stand the whole
time. My
time?
back hurts, and every hairstylist I've ever been to before, I'm just like, how are you standing still? I don't know what it is. I think maybe I just have a bad back. I got to work on like my core or something to make my back stronger.
No, I feel like it's everyone because now it's funny. I feel like we've both gone through like work changes because now I'm at a desk 9 to 6:30 every day. I'm almost done, but I'm always like slouching and I'm not sitting upright. And I feel like I didn't do that when I didn't work in an office. But you know what I think of when I think of hairstylists? I think, how do they have their hand up with the hair blow dryer their whole time?
That's like the hardest part just because you're having like a hot flash. It doesn't hurt your arms that much, I've noticed. Like I've been doing blowouts all week. It doesn't hurt your arms that much. It hurts my back and I just get hot. But everything else is great. Besides that, I love my class. Everyone's very sweet. There's like 10 girls, and we all are like really close already.
Wait,
it's been like
Lauren.
It's been like 6 days together, but it's 6 days, 11 hours a day. You know?
Yeah, that's a long time to be around people.
Has it been 66 hours with these humans?
That's insane.
Jesus.
Wait, so what are your hours?
Okay, so it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then 8 a.m. to 7 p.m.
That's so long.
Yeah, it's a long
So are
day.
you just drained after work because you're not used to standing that long and like being out of the house that long? Do you like being out of the house now?
I don't mind it, but if I hated the people, then I would fucking mind it. And today, there was the first drama. Like, everyone talking about going to hair school, they're like, oh my God, avoid the drama. There's so much drama. And then,
really?
And then there was us 10 girls, and we're like, we love each other. Oh my God, it's so fun, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. And then we share a classroom with another class, which has been there for a month. And this girl in the other class has had such negative vibes towards us. I think because we're like always laughing and stuff, and we're
like
new.
having fun.
We're having fun, and everything she says is so mean and condescending. And she's like, that's not how you do that. And then like we'll forget to like take the towels out of the dryer or something, and she goes, "This is ridiculous," and like says stuff under her breath the whole time. Right. So today, we forgot to do like one of our chores, which is like sweeping up the hair or something. Mm-hmm. And the girl goes, you guys forgot to do that. Like, she's not our teacher. Like, shut the fuck up, first of all. And so this girl, Baji, I'll show you out there, Baji. She goes, yo, bitch, you're so fucking annoying. She goes, shut your fucking mouth.
Yo,
and we were all like, whoa. It was so fucking
I would piss
funny.
my pants. What did she say?
She was like, what are you talking about? You guys didn't do your chores. We always do the chores for you. And then the girl ended up crying, which was sad.
No way. That is sad.
But then we all had like a big powwow, and like the director of the school came down. They're like, you can't talk like that in here, and like everything came to a halt. And like word from downstairs went upstairs that there was a big fight in the basement.
Oh my god! Wait, so are you guys
so
cool
fun.
with her now or no?
No, we'll never be cool with her.
But that probably essentially brought all you guys closer together.
It did. It brought
Yeah.
like the two classes together. So now we're all like, there was like a lot of things happening the first week. Like the other class wasn't there. I know this is all technical, but bottom line is there was drama, and it made the day go by so fast.
Yeah, because there's so much to talk about.
There was like 4 hours of like Girl Scout, like sitting around with like a beanbag being like, I feel this way and I feel this way.
No way. Like that was the powwow you guys all had? Did you
Just,
say
like,
anything?
I said that the reason that there's so much tension between that girl and us is because she separates herself thinking she's like better because she's been here for 1 fucking month, you know, like
Right.
you've learned nothing so far.
Yeah.
So there you go. That's hair school. It's fun.
That's always been, that girl reminds me of like just a big I don't get it I have in general. I feel like there's 2 different types of people in the world. There's people that are like rule followers,
Yeah.
like buy the book, buy the Bible, everything has to be this way. And then there's people that think rules are meant to be broken or bended, or they're more like guidelines, and then this is how we should live life.
Yes.
And I've always been the second one. And the people I clash with the most in life and in work are the people like that girl.
That's interesting
Because
I
I'm
feel
always
like you
like,
are a rule follower,
no.
but I don't know you at like work settings.
No.
Really.
I'm regimented, like wake up early, be professional,
Yeah.
come in, blah, blah, blah. But I am like the opposite of a rule follower. I like doing things new and differently. I don't like doing things the way people did it in the past.
Yeah.
Like you have a friend that is a rule follower that I am like the opposite of.
Hold on. Who is it?
You know who it is.
A rule follower. Okay.
Like to me, that is a rule follower.
Yeah.
Like this is what society wants us to do. This is what we should be doing. And I don't know. I just always feel like those people kind of just take life too seriously.
That's true. Like today, there's a rule that like they taught us at the first day. Like, if you drop a towel on the floor and you're in the laundry room, you're bringing it from the dryer to the basket,
Yeah.
and it accidentally drops on the floor. You got to rewash the towel. And
No.
I put it back in the dry thing. I was like, fuck this. And then the girl was like, no, you really have to put it in the thing. I was like, I get it that that's the rule, but it touched nothing.
Right.
It's fine.
Right. Exactly.
So I'm like, just make your life a little bit easier and bend the stupid
Right.
rules.
Like exactly. Like I'm the type of person also, like I remember when I used to work at Dunkin' Donuts and stuff like that. You know how people would be like, this coupon's expired, or
Oh, yeah.
no, ma'am, we can't do that. I'm always from the world of thinking, or the school of thought,
Yeah.
whatever the fuck
The world of
phrase
thinking.
is. The world of thinking, it's not my money. What do I get?
That's true.
Like I don't give anything away, but you know what I'm saying? Like, sure, lady, you came in one day with your coupons expired. Like, just give it.
Just take the coupon.
Life is so hard. Just give people a break, you know?
That's true.
Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I'm trying to say?
I totally
In all
understand
parts
what
of
you're
life.
saying. Getting fit and staying healthy always sounds easier said than done, right? Well, Open Fit is bringing you something new that makes it easier than ever to not miss a sweat session. Lose the commute to the gym and let the workouts come to you. Open Fit takes all of the complexity out of losing weight and getting fit. It's a brand new, super simple streaming service that allows you to work out from the comfort of your living room in as little as 10 minutes a day. I'm saying if you do like 10 minutes of squats every day, you're going to be so happy with your butt come bikini season. Everyone's bodies are different, and Open Fit gets that, which is why it is personalized to your needs with custom tailored original content. There's amazing trainers and classes, and it's super simple. Forget all the complexity and stress around getting fit, and just press play and work out on your schedule. It's 600 seconds with celebrity trainer Devin Wiggins packs the fat-burning, muscle-building, and body sculpting benefits of the much longer sessions into a fraction of that time. Access anywhere at any time if you're on your computer, web-enabled TV, tablet, smartphone, or Roku. And lose up to 15 pounds in the first 30 days. Flatten your abs, shape your body, look and feel great. Finally, get this shit done that you've been wanting to do your whole life. And it's a lot easier doing from your home because you don't have to 30 minutes there, 30 minutes back, trying to look cute. You don't need to do that. Do it in your living room right when you wake up. or when you come home from work. OpenFit has changed the way I work out, and with the new code GETIT, you can join me on my fitness journey, personalized just for you. Again, use our code GETIT, GETIT, to start using OpenFit. That's OPENFIT for your journey to get a healthier life. Right now, during the OpenFit 30-day challenge, our listeners get a special extended 30-day free trial membership to OpenFit, where you can lose up to 15 pounds in 30 days when you text GET IT to 303030. You will get full access to OpenFit, all the workouts and nutrition information totally free when you text GET IT to 303030. Again, just text GET IT to 303030. This brings me to a point.
What?
It's, I don't know if I should share it because...
Well, now you fucking have to.
I know. First of all, how do you feel about men if you're dating them, complimenting other women in front of you?
Well, I don't know, Lauren. I've never dated a guy.
I'm talking about someone you've had sex with or hooked up with, okay?
Okay.
Just play with me.
I guess, like, whenever I would go out with Big...
Yes.
And he would, like, look at another girl or say she's pretty, I'd obviously be, like, jealous.
You'd be jealous.
But I was, like, younger, so I don't know if I'd feel that way now.
Yeah.
I can admit that I am more of a jealous person as opposed to a non-jealous person. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah, you lean towards jealousy.
I'm leaning towards jealousy. I'm not super envious,
Yes.
but there's things where I'm like...
Yes. I feel that Jack and I have become so comfortable with each other.
Yeah.
That he's complimenting women too much. Like, I let it go for a while, and I'm like, oh, yeah, she is hot. She is hot. Like, I love her. Oh, my God. Yes, yes. But now it's like, oh, like drooling. He'll put on movies just to talk about how hot this girl is. And I mentally try to not compliment men in front of him.
Okay, so are we talking like someone that could be a real threat, like down a couple bar stools at a restaurant? Or are we talking like celebrities in a movie?
We'll say we're out and we see a girl with like a good butt and leggings. He say, "Did you see that butt?"
Yeah.
What do you think? You think that's bad?
That's annoying.
It's
fine. I mean, I think it's fine if you're confident in yourself, right?
I think I am confident in myself, but then it makes me think like, oh, he looks at other women.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But then shouldn't we all just know that men are always going to look at other women?
That is also a thought.
Right? And isn't that kind of sad? But I feel like that's kind of how they're built. Is that a bad way to think? That doesn't mean they need to go and act on anything.
Right. I guess it is just like, yeah, I'd rather you verbalize to me that you're looking at it rather than just thinking about it and then maybe thinking about it later. I don't know.
Does he do it all the time? Because that's really annoying. If it was every once in a while, I feel like that's fine.
It's like...
Is this my water?
Yes, every day.
It's every day? Like in movies?
If we're watching like, a movie and it's a hot chick.
And you don't do it like with men?
I don't at all. I really think that I try to not do that. And now I'm trying to do it to see how he feels. I'm like, oh yeah, Jake Gyllenhaal can get it. Yeah.
What's his response?
Zero response. Zero reaction.
I feel like that would make men insecure though, deep down.
I'm going to keep doing it.
Lauren!
Yeah. Feel the insecurity.
Damn. I'm so scared of like finally finding someone. Like, you know how I just want someone so bad, or just in general in life. Not so bad. I know it'll happen one day, but I'm just like also not looking forward to those types of anxieties.
Yeah, but those are anxieties that don't even count. Like, I'm not stressing about it. I just want to know your opinion on it.
Right.
So don't worry about that. And also don't worry about getting man, because I don't know how many times I've heard this in the past week, but... they come, or my life, but just so much in the past week, being surrounded by 10 girls.
Are you going to say they come when you're not looking?
They come when you give up. When you give up all hope on life.
I love that you brought this up, because I really hate it when people say that. I do. I know, the things I find offensive as being a single woman basically my entire life. When people say... It happens when you're not looking. You have to stop caring.
Yeah, it's like, okay, sure, I'll just stop caring.
It's really annoying. How could you physically stop caring about wanting to be with someone? Like, of course you can try to. And of course there's days where I'm so busy, or months even, where I'm so busy where I'm not really thinking about it. Yeah. Yes, I guess that could qualify. But it's also so annoying because also people say you have to dedicate time towards it and you have to put yourself out there. The other thing I hate that people tell single people is, are you really picky? That literally is the most offensive thing to ask someone single, because I could easily look at all my friends and I'm like, well, you aren't picky. You like literally are with the person you wanted to be with. So why should I settle? It's almost like you're insinuating, like, of course I'm not picky. I have things I like and I have things I don't like. It literally aggravates me so much when people say that.
People are, I think, say that in reaction to you being like, oh, I've never had a boyfriend. It's like, oh, well, you obviously could have had a boyfriend if you wanted a popper on the street.
Right.
But yeah, of course you're picky.
Yeah.
That's what the answer is.
And the other pickle I have to pick with people that are talking to women that maybe never had a boyfriend or have been single for a long time is they say, well, do you go for the wrong guys? And it's like,
no.
How am I even supposed to fucking answer that question? I go for guys I like.
Yeah.
And how are you?
And you won't change that pattern until you're ready to change that pattern, if that is the case of picking the wrong guys.
Right. Of course, everyone wants to be with someone that treats them right. Like, duh. And actually, I had to go through a lot of shitty guys to realize, like, okay, I'm definitely not going to settle for a guy like this again.
Absolutely.
But to always put it on the girl, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like they're putting it on me when they say those things. Like, are you really picky? Are you going for the wrong guys? It's like, well, how about we flip the switch? Like, oh, there's a lot of shitty guys out there, and there's a lot of mediocre men out there, and the good ones are actually really hard to find, and that's why you're single, not because it's you.
I feel like a lot of people,
you know what I mean?
Yes, just are looking for things to say to make you feel better, even though it's just no answer. Like, you haven't found your person yet. That's the answer,
right?
You know, there's no calculation of, are you dating too much or dating too little? Are you forgetting about dating? It's just people want to say something that's going to make you feel better.
I know. And there's no formula, really.
No
like,
formula.
there isn't. There isn't, like, one way to meet someone.
Right.
I don't know.
Here we are.
Here we are.
Jesus.
We ran out of things to say.
We ran out of things to say.
No, we didn't.
Hey,
Lauren.
everyone. Hey, everyone. What'd you think of the Grammys?
No. Actually, what did you think of the Grammys?
No, it's stupid. I didn't know anyone there.
Yeah, but when they hear this, it's going to be so late.
Also, I didn't even fucking watch the Grammys.
Why would you bring it up?
I saw your red carpet shit, and I watched that, and so that's all I know about it. Because first of all, I just care to see what people are wearing, and I wanted to see you produce it, and I want to see Tanya do the talking.
Tanya did great.
Yes,
thanks for supporting me as a producer.
Yes.
And let's talk about people's outfits then.
Okay.
Lauren, we should do more fashion stuff because we love talking about fashion.
Yeah.
What were your favorite?
Well, my favorite, like you said the other day about Lady Gaga's hair. First of all, that's the hair that I just want to have. That's just what I want every day.
Her hair. Okay, so what I said was, I felt like Lady Gaga wore her hair in a middle part for the Grammys as an homage to Ally in A Star Is Born, because that's the hairstyle she rocked in the movie. And so I thought it was interesting that, like, for once this entire award season, she wore her hair in a middle part to the Grammys.
Yeah, I think she looked beautiful.
Yeah, she did. She was wearing Tiffany & Co. jewelry. I feel like she has a deal with them. And then I think, was she wearing Celine?
I have no idea.
I'll look it up right now.
What in the fuck was Katy Perry wearing?
I cannot with Katy Perry's
Can she
outfits.
go away or change her style, please?
Her outfits are terrible.
Grow your hair and come back next year.
No, it's so annoying. She just reminds me of, like, my aunt, you know?
She looks stinky now.
She looks like an aunt. Lady Gaga.
Shit.
Lady Gaga was wearing Celine, by the way.
I've been having so many people come up to me and say, wow, you smell really good. What is that? I'm not kidding. It's not just an ad. They really like the way I'm smelling. And I get to say, I'm wearing Gucci. Isn't that cool? I don't have to go to the Gucci store. I don't have to buy a full bottle of Gucci or Versace or Tom Ford and just have it sitting on my counter, and I use it for like 4 years until it runs out, or maybe even longer. I get to experience all of the high brands and all the expensive brands without the price with Scentbird. I like mixing up the fragrances. Like, I want to have a pretty strong smell if I'm going out to dinner or doing something fancy, and I want a very, like, fresh, fruity smell if I'm just going to school or hanging around trying to look cute for my errands or smell good for my errands. So I like to have a variety, and with Scentbird, I get to have a variety. I get to have like 6 different ones to choose from. Scentbird is a luxury fragrance subscription service for perfume and colognes, a way for you to discover new perfumes and colognes without buying an entire bottle. That's true. Like, you could discover your new favorite perfume that you're going to wear until you die, and then your grandkids are going to be like, that smells like grandma. You could discover that scent through Scentbird without having to buy a whole bottle of like a million different scents. So there are more than 450 designer brands for you to choose. And they are Prada, Tom Ford, Versace, Dolce & Gabbana, Cartier, Glossier, Gucci, Calvin Klein, and so much more. Choose the perfume you want to try, and they'll send you a 30-day supply. That's 120 sprays, enough to apply more than 4 times daily for a month. And if you're not sure what kind of scent you're looking for, sort and find your new fragrance by brand, style, occasion, season, and more. And with an exclusive offer just for our listeners, you can get 50% off your first month today. That's only $7.50 for your first fragrance. That's insanity. Go to scentbird.com/getit and use our code GETIT, GETIT, for 50% off your first month. Again, that's SCENT bird.com/getit for you to try your first perfume or cologne for just $7.50. Sign on, smell amazing. Is there like a list of like fashion things that we can go down? Because for some reason I'm blanking on everything but Katy Perry and Lady Gaga.
Okay, well I'll just go down the list. My favorite look of the night was Cardi B in vintage Terry Mugler. So she actually wore part of his dress that was from his archive. She wore Terry Mugler actually the whole Grammy night for her performance, and I'm almost positive the white dress she accepted her award in was also Mugler, all vintage, which is the best way to kill it. A lot of people hated this dress, but this is a moment, and I feel like when there's outfits and looks that half the people love and half the people hate, that's kind of when you nailed it, because you're creating a conversation, you're making headlines, like you're putting designers on the map. And just to bring, I just feel like the 90s are back in so many different ways, like the fact that the Backstreet Boys are still making music, the 90s fashion, that this was just the ultimate look for me.
Was this
and she
Cardi B's red carpet look, was that like is it homage or homage?
I don't
whatever
know.
You want, right?
Homage.
An homage to Kim Kardashian's like booty bump pearl picture, because that's what I'm getting.
Oh, that is what it looks like because of the gloves.
And then the hat, like everything was in the gloves.
Is true. Well, then that was obviously stolen from Terry Mugler in 1995. It was from this fall collection.
Okay, perfect. There we go.
But that dress to me is so iconic. My second, I don't know if it was favorite look, but Camila Cabello, I think she wore custom Armani Privé. She finally, I actually don't like Camila Cabello's fashion. I feel like she goes with different stylists. And when you go with different stylists, you look different at every carpet. You don't have a cohesive sense of style. And for some reason, all her outfits, to me, sometimes can just come off tacky or like they just don't fit her right. And I felt like finally at the Grammy, she wore this pink dress that fit her right. And it was perfect.
This is a very sort of, I feel like we need a video podcast of this.
I know, right?
But this is a very J-Lo sort of look. If she wants to do the Latina thing, it's killing it. But also, I feel like that would totally be Ashley on the red carpet if she had to do like so many red carpet things. Just go with different designers, whoever like threw their shit at her. And she'd be like, I'll wear it, whatever. I have no cohesive look. I don't know what I am.
That's so funny. But then look what Camila wore during her performance. Like the yellow.
Like, hey, do we shop at Wet Seal now?
You know what this reminds me of? A store in Florida called Rainbow.
Like, is it like a Wet Seal?
It's like Rave, Wet Seal, Charlotte Russe. Just like, no.
Rave.
Remember Rave? Remember the red and navy striped polos that were like tight spandex material?
It made me stinky and sweaty. Oh, it was all polyester.
It was disgusting.
Oh my God. Ash and I were talking about how sweaty we were in middle school. Were you
so
sweaty?
So sweaty. I lived in Florida, Lauren. We would be on the school bus. The humidity, like you would just smell and your hair would be so frizzy and everyone looked like shit on the way home.
Smelled new and weird. It's so amazing how everything in the fucking puberty textbooks is true. You will smell new and weird.
It's so weird.
But Ashley and I were always so cold, like we were freezing in school. I'm sure the air conditioning was blowing on you.
Yeah.
But we still had these cold sweats literally dripping down our arms.
We had this talk, you, Ashley, and I, on a previous podcast where I didn't understand what cold sweats are. I've never had one.
Right.
You know what's weird is I feel like my body, like, do you sweat when you wake up?
Depends on how I sleep. You mean right when I'm waking up, or
like sometimes I wake up and I'm a little sweaty.
Yeah, that's fine. That's very normal.
I know, but I think it's because I have a hotter body temperature. And I think that means something. Because one time I went to acupuncture and this guy was putting needles in my back and he was like, we're fixing your body heat. And I was like, what? And he's like, do you sweat when you wake up? And I was like, yeah. Isn't that weird?
That's really weird that he would know that.
Like, I know. He knew it.
I would think you were just having a very intense dream.
No, my body is so hot in general, like my insides.
I prefer that. My back fucking hurts, dude.
That sucks, Lauren.
I don't know what to do. I feel like I need an acupuncturist because I'm not going to go to a chiropractor and have him crack my neck open.
For some reason, when someone says acupuncturist, I think of Mulan.
Oh, so racist.
No. No, remember when isn't there like a line when she's like, an acupuncturist?
I think so.
That a line?
I think so. At the very beginning with the crazy grandma, right?
Yeah, right?
Naz, what else is on your mind?
I don't know. I'm tired.
Ashley wrote a children's book.
Oh my God. I can't believe we haven't even talked about the reason why Ashley's not here.
I hope you guys buy it. They worked very hard on it and it's so cute.
It really is. So Ashley and Jared wrote a book called Lucy and Clark. It's a puppy love story and it's basically their love story told through Lucy, Lauren and Ashley's dog who passed away, and Clark, Jared's dog who's still living. They're both white fluffy dogs and the book is so sweet.
It's so sweet. And if you look really hard, it's kind of like the Arthur books where the author wrote his kids' names in all of the pictures.
Wait,
and
that was in all the Arthur books?
Yeah, you can look for them. They're tiny little writing. People who helped them on their journey to love are all written on the dog collars.
Yeah, so Lauren's in it. I'm in it. It's so cool.
Yeah, it's a really sweet book. So I hope you buy it, everyone.
Are you still, the fact that you live with Ashley and Jared, are you ever still just like taken back by the situation? Like, is it so normal now? Or do you sometimes wake up and you're just like, I can't believe Jared and Ashley are getting married?
You know, it's so normal to me, but I just don't. If I let my mind go to how crazy it's like, if I watch back on Bachelor in Paradise season 1, season 2, whatever,
right,
I would be shooketh. But I don't let my mind go there. How crazy it is.
Let's let it go there.
I know we could let it go there.
It's actually insane.
I just always thought, like, the second I met him, I felt like he was my brother.
Yeah.
So it just always felt like he was, or like our relationship has never changed based on if they were together or if they were not, because he was just always like my brother.
Right.
So that's why it's not that weird for me. But thinking about them romantically, like kissing and stuff, it just goes over my head. Because I'm like, ugh,
it's so crazy.
Weird.
I know we've talked about this before, but you know how like one of my really good friends and my neighbor is like now back with her ex, who I guess you could say was her big.
Yeah, he is.
He's like her person, but also the person that like caused her a lot of pain at some point in her life.
Yeah.
And so I always go back and forth when I think of her situation, when I think of Ashley and Jared's, and I know that these people are the exception to the rule, but I couldn't help but wonder. If I just stuck with like one guy, would I be manifesting it and making it happen? Do you know what I'm saying?
Well, I don't know your neighbor's situation that well. Do you think he's the one? Do you think they're going to end up together for real?
Yeah, I think so.
I feel like
I don't know him super well, but I think based off knowing her really well, I think yeah,
I think you could beat someone into loving you. No.
You think so?
I think they get used to you always being there and wanting them, that they have that comfort level, like kind of like what's like a parachute or something, and when you do go away for some whatever reason, they'll be like, I missed my parachute, I want that back.
Yeah.
So
I guess it's the people that don't miss the parachute that aren't your person.
Right.
Because
But if you are in someone's life for like however many years, you're going to feel that.
yeah.
And it's going to feel weird when they're gone.
I guess I just always think, I think you're absolutely right. And like, I think in mine and big situation, like, I don't know. I always think, Lauren, like, what if I could literally text him whenever I wanted? Like, what if I try to just make him my best friend? You know, what if I became this girl that was like, let me trick him into loving me?
You could do that. It just depends on how much you can handle.
But then but that's not who I am.
I know.
You know, like to me, I'm like, no, I want a guy that like realizes
do you
how
want
dope
that
I
story?
am.
You know?
Which story?
The story of like I tricked him and we're friends and all that.
No, but then is that even the story? Because they obviously, if they are into you back, I don't know. Can you trick a guy into loving you?
I would wonder.
I really couldn't wonder.
I never
really
understood
can't
the
help but
whole
wonder.
like tricking thing because I've never seen it successfully work until this.
But so the reason why I'm kind of mind fucked is Ashley and Jared aren't the only situation in my
now you
life.
have another situation.
And there's like one or two more actually. And so I'm like, am I fucking up? Like, should I just like force this guy to like but I would never do that. Like, I would hate who I am. I would hate if we were together and I would resent that person. But then I'm like, is this the way though? You know, like, am I giving up too soon?
But you aren't tricking or forcing because if you're hanging out with him, he likes your company, then he likes you. So it's not tricking. It's just getting to be with him more by pursuing more. You're just pursuing more.
Yeah, but it's also very painful, that process,
Right. So
because you're hanging out with someone
right.
that still technically doesn't want to be with you, but you're hoping will one day wake up and change their mind.
Yeah. Just depends on how much pain you want.
It's crazy.
It sucks. Like if you're in like a very stable mental job, house sort of situation, and you can handle that stress a little bit, maybe go out on a limb.
Yeah.
You know,
Lauren,
that's what I'm thinking.
no.
Because I'm like, now at my current state being in school, I wouldn't fuck with anything relationship wise and just focus like on me, you know?
Hey guys, since I'm away, I figured I would tell you about how I pack when I'm away with Away luggage. Away's approach is different. It's simple. They create special objects that are designed to be resilient, resourceful, and essential to the way that you travel today. You know how you can find yourself at the airport so many times or on a train and your phone is not charged and you're like, crap, I cannot find an outlet. You would think that in airports today, there would be outlets everywhere, but there's not. And you just want to sit there, not have to sit on the floor without an outlet. And you can do that with your Away luggage because they have little outlets to charge your phone in. It's amazing. Another issue that I've had in my life before Away came into my life was sticky wheels. You know how like your wheels just don't, you feel like you're still pulling your luggage. Like it's just not an effortless movement. Away also changed that. So it's smooth sailing. They come in a variety of colors and 4 sizes. They have the carry-on bag, the bigger carry-on, the medium, and the large for more extended stays. They also have 4 360-degree spinner wheels to guarantee a smooth ride. Like I was saying, these are the wheels that kind of fixed lugging your luggage. Also, there's a TSA-approved combination lock built into the top of the bag to prevent theft. I love that. There's a lifetime warranty, so if anything breaks, they're going to fix it or replace it for you for life. Talk about an investment. And shipping is free on any Away order within the lower 48 states. For $20 off a suitcase, visit awaytravel.com/Ashley. Then you use your promo code, which is Ashley, at checkout. Again, for $20 off a suitcase, visit awaytravel.com/Ashley and use the promo code Ashley at checkout. All right, guys, we're going to go back to the podcast, back to Lauren and Naz now. And don't forget that next time you go away, you got to use Away.
What are you focusing less on now that you are like somewhere else during the day and not at home?
That's very interesting. I don't remember honestly, now I don't remember what I used to think about all day. Because I'm thinking about stuff all day that has nothing to do with me. I'm just focused on like techniques and all this stuff and like, you know, talking to people. But I don't remember what I used to do and sitting around and doing stuff and what I used to think about.
Are you on Instagram less?
Yes, I actually am because the screen time went down 3 hours.
Wow.
which is a good amount.
What is your average during the week? Do you know?
I think it's 8 hours.
Wow. That's a lot. I'm disgusted with mine. Mine's like 6 too. Do you like being on Instagram and social media less? Like, do you like being occupied with one thing, like school?
I don't really have a preference. I don't really care. It doesn't like help or hurt my
Like, you
mental
don't
state.
miss being at home, I guess is what I'm asking.
No, I just miss like if I could have an hour and 15 minutes to come home and take a nap, life would be fucking fantastic.
You always love napping.
Yes.
So what happens? Do you crash during the middle of the day now?
I have stocked up with Red Bulls and coffee, so I'm just
so
jittery as fuck. We also, it's Valentine's Day. It's past Valentine's Day
It's
now.
Galentine's Day today, but when you guys are listening to this, it's next week.
Well, everyone's like, what are you doing for Valentine's Day? What are you doing for Valentine's Day?
Isn't that? I always think that must be annoying to people that are actually in a relationship.
And I say dead ass nothing.
And you're really doing nothing tomorrow?
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
I don't think of holidays like that.
I know. I guess Valentine's Day is kind of dumb, huh?
I don't think of holidays like that. Like on Christmas, if I don't get a present, I'm totally fine.
Really?
Yeah. New Year's is the only one that I'm like, I need something to happen.
What?
Which
That's
is so weird.
But we've all talked about how much we hate that
I hate
day.
it. I don't want anything to happen. I just need to be somewhere other than like.
Other than home?
I need to be with someone I'm going to kiss, okay?
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I've never had one of those. Have you always had a New Year's Eve
No.
kiss?
Mm-mm. My first one was with Jack.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So you don't care. Actually, this is a good question. Does living with Jared and Ashley, who are like very much in the honeymoon phase and like so in love, does that ever affect how like you view your own relationship? Or like, for example, something like Valentine's Day?
Yeah.
Because you live here.
I think it does, seeing how Jared will like get up and do anything at any moment if Ashley asks. And I think that's very nice.
Yeah.
And yeah. Yeah, it does sometimes. But like they're not like in super honeymoon phase, you know? Like they fall asleep on the couch on each other. It's not really honeymoon phase. They're
I
not
feel like they're, I guess when I'm around them, I feel like they're honeymoon phase. If you're kissing all the time.
they don't kiss all the time.
Yeah, they do. Every time I'm here, they're kissing all the time.
I don't know. I don't think they're kissing all the time.
That's so funny. You just don't want to think of Ashley kissing in general.
yucky.
That's so funny.
Speaking of the honeymoon phase, what are your thoughts on lingerie? If you had a like live-in boyfriend or whatever, would you like put
Whatever.
would you put on lingerie?
100%. I'm
you
fucking
would.
so
Okay.
extra and dramatic. I also used to work at Victoria's Secret, so I unfortunately and sadly have a shit ton of lingerie that has never been seen.
I was doing Ashley's laundry, obviously.
Does she wear
My
lingerie?
job. So much lingerie.
No.
But I don't know if it's like put to use or not.
Is
but
she gonna hate us for
she
saying
like
this?
no.
Oh, okay.
Mm-mm. She just there's like so many outfits and pairs
No,
and things, and I'm like, I don't have a single pair of just plain black thong. Like that's all I wear is plain black thong.
Well, it's not who you are, Lauren.
I know, but I just don't see the point in lingerie.
Ashley's laundry?
Yeah,
No.
yeah,
No.
I do Ashley's laundry.
She doesn't do her own laundry at all.
Sometimes Jared will do the laundry. We trade off, but she'll never do the laundry.
What is she going to do when you move out?
God, I can't wait to see her flounder.
Lauren!
No, Jared will just do the laundry.
Oh, yeah, that's so true. That's so true. That's so funny you don't wear lingerie. I guess a lot of people say, what's the point of it? Because you take it right off.
That's what I say.
Yeah, but isn't it like arousing for
But
your
like,
partner?
when do you put it on?
What do you mean? You like get
You say,
home from
excuse
dinner.
me,
Yeah,
one moment,
exactly.
and then you unveil it, and they go, ooh, now take it off.
100%.
Buy $100.
So
Right?
true. Yeah, but you could say the same thing about eating like an $100 meal that you're going to shit out later.
I could totally picture you wearing a silk robe and then slowly undoing
Lauren,
it.
I wear silk robe to bed by
I
myself
know
every
you
night.
do. That's why I see it so
That's so
vividly.
sad. Whatever. At least I look good. Because if you die, that's your ghost outfit.
I know.
I
know.
can't be caught in anything that TJ Maxx is selling. You know this.
TJ Maxx sells some great things.
Anyways.
Okay, they sell silk robes.
Anyways. Oh, hey guys. I'm back from the road yet again to tell you about one of my other favorite travel necessities, my Rothy's. These are these comfortable flats that don't cut the back of my ankle. It's life-changing, and I'm able to use them, wear them to the airport, get through security, just slip them on and off. So much easier than sneakers. And then when I get on the plane, I just slip them right off. And I put some comfy socks on. I'm not gonna be barefoot on the flight, guys. I'm not that girl, but I do enjoy a cozy pair of socks on the plane. But Rothy's makes everything so easy. Meghan Markle loves them. I've seen so many articles about Meghan's love for Rothy's because they are timeless. They're fashion forward. They're classic. And they're so comfortable. They come in 4 different fashionable styles: the flat, the point, the loafer, and the sneaker. They're for women and for girls. Their color and pattern selection is amazing. They're always updating their lineup. They got new colors coming in every couple weeks, and they sell out constantly. Oh, and this is another thing that's going to blow your mind about Rothy's, because not only are they the most comfortable flat you'll ever wear, but they are made from recycled plastic water bottles. You're basically wearing the comfiest water bottles ever on your feet. Rothy's has almost reached 20 million bottles recycled, and they're machine washable because, let's face it, feet get a little stinky, they get a little sweaty. I love my Rothy's, and I know you're going to love yours too. Right now, Rothy's has an amazing deal for our listeners. Use the code GETIT to get free shipping with no minimum. Free shipping and free returns and exchanges for your Rothy's shoes. Trust me, you're not going to want to return them. You got to go to rothys.com. That is ROTHYS.com, and enter GETIT to get your new favorite flats with free shipping. It's a no-brainer. These shoes are comfortable, stylish, sustainable. There's free shipping, and a princess wears them, you guys. There's honestly probably nothing cooler than getting to wear in your regular life something that a princess wears. So go get yourself a pair today at rothys.com. Promo code GETIT. Get it while it lasts.
I feel like you and I always have talks about like our bodies and like insecurities. And I feel like lately I've been feeling like, I know I'm not large, but because I have this job and it's so time consuming, I feel like I stress eat a lot. Yeah. And I feel like a lot of people listening probably go through the same thing. And I think I really want to get off Instagram because it's not making me feel good.
Okay.
About like my body.
Do you think it's Instagram?
I don't think it's Instagram. Like, I could obviously handle Instagram, but I feel like it sucks when you see a bunch of people that look incredible.
Right.
And the thing is, too, with me is, like, my birthday's coming up, and I feel like every year I tell myself, this is the year I'm going to have the body I want. Like, I always put that type of weird pressure on myself, like, the month before my birthday. And I'm like, why do I... And then there's a part of me that's like, I'm turning 29. Like, this should be when I'm the hottest, you know? Like, it's, but then I see people like J-Lo who are like slaying in their 50s. Yeah. And Kim really peaked in her 30s. So maybe that'll be my story.
That's what I'm telling you. 30s is it. 30s is it, because you got everything settled, and now all you could do is fit in these workouts and this healthy meal prep in between all the shit you already figured out.
I guess.
Now we're just still figuring shit out.
I'm always like teetering between the line where I'm like, whatever, this is my body. I don't care. Like, I've had sex with a couple hot guys. It'll happen again.
Dude, we teeter the same thing.
Like, I want this McDonald's.
Yeah.
I'm just going to eat it. And then I'm like, why? And then the other side of the line is like, I'm like, why the fuck can't I just give these things up so I can like be in a place where I want to be? Not like super skinny, just like really fit. Like the fittest I could ever be.
Yeah.
You know?
You're going to get to the point where you can allow yourself to do that. But I'm just, I look at my body, I'm like, it's not huge. So, yes, eat what you want. And then there's a times where you're trying things on in Topshop with the overhead lighting.
Right.
And you're like, why am I disgusting? What's wrong with you?
The
blah, blah,
overhead
blah.
lighting's the worst. And just to, for the record, it doesn't matter if you are like bigger and curvier. I feel like whatever your body looks like is right.
I would love to be like 10 pounds maybe heavier and just everything be firm and hard.
Exactly.
You know?
It's more, I'm more speaking to the sense of like my body being toned.
Yeah.
Not necessarily like the weight I'm at.
Yeah, like I could probably eat the same amount. I just need to like, do the fucking work. This is like the same thing over and over again. I understand what to do. We understand what to do. It's just hard. But when Naz and I were talking about this, a couple days ago, yesterday, Monday, the struggle of having to sit down at a job or whatever for however many hours,
Yes.
10 hours, 8 hours, and all you can look forward to is the hot lunch.
Yes.
And when it comes to noon, you're like, fuck this cold salad. I need to eat something to get me through the next 6 hours.
Right. And like, it's terrible because I feel like you can trick your mind into like eating double or more. Like I'm always like, I don't know when the next time I'm going to eat is. Like that's how it is with live television. So I like scarf down like 10 of one thing. And for some reason, I just can't control myself.
I just think, you know what? Like you deserve it. I have a lot of you deserves it.
I know. Same. Like that should be the name of this episode.
You deserves it.
You deserve
All right,
it.
writing it down.
Who knows? I just always feel like we all do deserve it. But I feel like, I don't know, being at this job now, and like I said, I'm done in a couple weeks, but I just don't understand how this is the American way of like living and working. Like I feel like we just work ourselves to death.
We should have a little Italian in us, a little Italy.
We clock and we clock out anywhere, like anywhere foreign. You go anywhere, like in Dominican Republic where my family's from, like it's basically third world country, but everyone's like off work by 5. Everyone takes like a long 1 hour break for lunch. Like
I just don't know why we can't start later in the day. Why can't we just start things at 11?
Yeah, like what time did we used to wake up at like 6 a.m. for elementary school, or was it middle school?
Middle school for me.
And then we'd be there till like 4. Like who's learning math at 7 a.m. in first period?
This is actually because farmers and farming, and guess what? We all aren't farmers anymore. Right. So let's get on to our biological clocks here and wake up at 11.
You're hilarious. I'm a morning person. Though.
I know.
That's
so
where
you can wake up and you
different.
work out and then you do your thing. I'll wake up at 11, go to work, and then not work out when I come home.
Yeah. My problem is more like, why do we have to be there from 9 to 6 or 9 to 5? It's like, if you don't have that much work to do, why can't, you know what I would love? If everyone in America worked Monday to Thursday. And then we had Friday, Saturday, Sunday off as a weekend.
So you can actually get to do something. Actually take that relaxation day. It's kind of like when you go on vacation for like 7 days, you don't fully relax till like the third day.
Exactly. And it's because you're working, and then Friday night you don't want to do anything because you're exhausted. And then Saturday or Sunday you're doing the laundry, you're running errands, you're getting your eyebrows threaded, your nails done. Like all that shit takes up so much fucking like chill time. Then I'm like, when are we supposed to live? Like what kind of life
Sundays
is
for
this?
living, but then you got the Sunday scaries.
Yeah, Sunday scaries.
So if anyone wants to start a new revolution of waking up at 11 and then leaving work and then having no work on Fridays,
not working on Friday, we should do it.
I have one thing.
What?
That I was thinking about sex for the previous thing, lingerie, whatever.
Yeah.
Would you rather never have an orgasm again or never have pizza again?
What? That's so hard. Why would you even
I'm glad
ask
you
me
think
that?
that's hard, because I think it's hard too.
Why would you ever ask me that?
It's a good would you rather, right?
I don't think I could ever give up pizza, but like that's insane to give up
an orgasm. I know, but it's so equal.
But it's so equal. That's a really good one, Lauren. You should make BuzzFeed quizzes.
Okay. I literally came up with that in my head. Nothing else.
That's so funny. What would you give up? We love pizza so much.
But then it's also like, why have sex? And sex is human connection, blah, 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 romance. But then pizza, man.
But the thing is, you can get off other ways.
No,
you can't get off. But you know what I'm saying? Like, you can feel good other ways when it comes to sex.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah.
My new thing is Jack giving me a long massage before. If I don't feel like I'm in the mood, really, I'm like, okay, give me a massage. And it'll feel so good. And then I'm like, okay, we can have sex. And I get a massage. And then he gets sex.
I feel... You sound like a 74-year-old woman.
Hi, everyone. I'm 100.
That's so funny.
But then I end up enjoying it more because I'm like aroused by the massage.
Right. I mean, massages arouse you. You already know my massage story that I won't share on this podcast. God. But Lauren,
it's so good.
Anyway,
good story, everyone. I think about it all the time.
Lauren, do you give Jack massages?
No. Well, yeah, I'll give him some shoulder massages only if he's like has a crick in his neck.
Okay, one of my most awkward moments in life, confession time, is when like I'm hooking up with a guy and he's like, give me a massage. Literally, my entire brain, it's like I'm a Terminator robot or a fucking Transformer. I just shut down because I'm like, oh my God, I don't know how to do it.
You
like,
don't know
this
how
is
to
so
give
awkward.
a massage at all.
I don't think I'm good at them. And I'm like always like rubbing the top of their shoulder, like under their neck. And I'm like, is this right? And I literally am like Issa Rae in Insecure because I literally don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
That is so fun. Just like put a lot of lotion and oil on it. You can't fuck it up.
How do you know? You absolutely can. Like, how do you even know
Just
what you're...
slight pressure and just be like, do you want it harder? and then they say, yeah.
I know, but what do you do with your hands? I don't get it.
Oh, I'm gonna have to show you.
Show me now.
Like, you
So you
use
grab
thumb,
their shoulders and you
use
move
their
your thumb. That's what I do.
And then like you can glide your palms on there and like just thumbs this way,
Don't you
down
get so
and up.
fucking tired
Yeah,
of it?
I don't know how masseuses do it.
It's like, would you rather give head for 10 minutes or give a massage for 10 minutes?
Depends.
Both sound miserable to me.
Depends on the scent of the penis. That's all
So
I think
nasty.
about. Sorry.
Wait, why? Have you smelled some funky peas?
Yeah, I've said that on here before. My ex.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We
Yeah.
talked about that. Mm-hmm. Ew. That's my biggest nightmare, too.
Stinky penis.
That's so gross. And then sometimes I feel like my vagina smells.
Of course, natural.
But that's like fine, right?
They don't really mind unless it smells like a fish. It just smells like natural vagina scent. That's fine.
Unless it smells like a fish.
Yeah. Because I've had, vaginitis.
Bacterial vaginosis.
Vaginosis,
BV,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
I've also had that in the past.
And it smells like a fish.
You know what's funny? Not having sex for a while, since I haven't had sex in a while, which is very sad. I actually don't miss all those like stupid things that come with it.
That you worry about shaving,
like
smelling.
getting pregnant. Well, I have laser, but
Yeah.
getting pregnant and it smelling and me getting a stid and bacterial vaginosis and UTIs. Mm-hmm. But since you have sex regularly, Lauren,
Yes,
do you
ma'am.
experience those things regularly?
No. I don't worry anymore about that.
You just like free ball it.
My vagina hasn't smelled in a really long time because I clean it like a lady.
Hasn't smelled in a really long
And
time.
then shaving, I got laser. And then
Are you done with your laser treatments?
it's very little hair left.
Oh.
But also at
Isn't
this
it
point I
life-changing?
wouldn't even care.
Right.
STDs, we use condoms and we use condoms for pregnancy. So
Use condoms forever?
forever.
You're not on birth control?
No.
Do you like using condoms?
Feels better without it, but
Yeah. Yeah.
scary.
That's interesting. Lauren, do you think people are going to hate this?
You know
podcast?
what? Do we sound okay, everyone?
I don't know. I don't know if this is like the most chill, great episode we've ever recorded or the most boring,
Are we
lackluster,
fucking boring?
terrible podcast we've
boring?
ever recorded.
Should we?
This is how I feel when I'm on like a date with a guy. I'm like, right? Doesn't this feel like a first date where you're like, those moments where you're like, what do I talk about now?
Wow. It feels just like that. And then we won't get a text afterwards saying, I had a good time.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll get a whole bunch of silence.
You know what's hilarious though is once we stop recording, we're gonna fucking be talking so much.
I know. What's
Why does
wrong
that-
with... Blah, la, 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 la.
Why does that happen? Oh, you know what I meant to ask
Censor,
you?
we're worried about like spilling something bad, maybe. I don't know.
I have a question I want
What?
to know from you. Do you like Lois, your Ashley's new dog?
I like Lois.
But like, do you?
I like Lois as long as she doesn't fuck with my Gurk man, okay? That's all. If she didn't, I would be obsessed with her.
Okay.
Do you like Lois?
Yeah, but I feel like she's like. I love Lois.
Yeah, okay.
When she's being sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Well, I can't wait for these puppy years to be gone.
Oh,
Well,
man.
You guys, I hope you enjoyed this.
Yeah, I hope we
It's
didn't
just-
really bore you guys.
I hope we didn't bore you. Please let us know if we did, because we'll never do it again.
We'll never do this ever again. Just so you know, Lauren and I have been so busy. Ashley's out of town. We normally would have shit
fit
planned.
this in between the 1 hour we had the whole week, and
Literally.
we could only fit in Naz and I.
Exactly.
So that's how busy we are.
Yeah, so we're really sorry, guys, but we obviously love you. And
Isn't it interesting that having just one more person adds a little more like back and forth?
Well, yeah,
but
you
it's
have
not
to
necessarily
work
back and
less.
forth. It's just you don't have to be like someone else is going to respond to that. I got to respond to that, you know?
Well, yeah, because it's 3 opinions.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like this was pretty good, though.
Yeah.
I think what it is we feel like we have to say something specific because we know a lot of people are listening. Mm-hmm. But if we weren't recording right now, we'd just be saying stuff.
I know.
Why is that so hard? I don't get it. That's so weird.
A girl in my class didn't know what PMS was.
No.
Yeah.
How old is she?
19.
No.
She never heard of PMS
You're
before.
lying.
I swear my fucking life.
How did it come up?
So we're in this big group chat. Mm-hmm. And
you have a group chat already with people from school?
Yeah. And one of the girls was like, sorry, I'm quiet today. I'm just PMSing, blah, blah, blah. And we're all like, yeah, I understand. And then,
yeah.
And then this one chick was like, what is PMSing? And I was like,
no.
I was like, what? Who? Huh? So weird.
How does that happen?
I don't know. I don't, like,
Where's
maybe
she
her
from?
mom. California.
That's so weird.
Maybe her mom never experienced it and never told them about it and passed on. I don't know.
So you explained it to her?
My the other girl did. I heard it and I was like,
and then what was her reaction?
she was like, oh, that's it.
Wow, so anticlimactic. Wow,
She's
cool
like,
story, bro. No, that's insane.
Yeah, I just thought it was crazy. That was one crazy thing that happened.
Did you go to the coffee place I told you to go to this morning? That's next to Tony and Guy.
I didn't
on
because
Fairfax?
I made my own coffee today, and the girls came in. They all had it from that place, and they're like, "Oh my god, it's so good! Oh my god, it's so good!" They're like, "But the guy was so hot," and I was like, "Damn, I'm not gonna go in there and order this coffee in a place I've never been with a really hot guy. No way."
You need to be going to John and Vinny's for lunch. I'm telling you. If
I don't have time.
If I could eat there every day, I would. It's literally down the street. Just call it in and then have it ready and then pick it up. What do you mean you don't have time?
I just think of it as going to sit down in a restaurant.
No, the spicy fusilli is life changing. It's my
Maybe
favorite
I'll go
restaurant
like
in LA.
right after. I don't fucking know. I would love to eat there. Yeah,
You should go. It's really hard to get in there.
Do you think you can get in there for lunch though?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
If you make a reservation on an app called Resi. But you should just call it in and get it. It's fire. I love Italian food. Did I tell you I finally got into Carbone in New York?
When is it?
I've never been to Carbone.
March 2022.
I'm going next month.
2022.
And I was so fucking excited. Like there's spicy rigatoni supposedly life-changing.
Yeah, absolutely. Looks life-changing. All right, I'm going to make some pasta now.
All right, love you guys. Subscribe. Oh, follow me on Instagram at Naz Perez.
Also, could you follow me, Lauren AI? Because you guys are unfollowing me.
They're unfollowing you? Lauren, you have so many followers.
They're unfollowing me.
Wait, before we go, do you care about followers?
No. I mean, yeah, obviously, because I just said, hey, people are unfollowing me. So obviously I do.
It's like this weird thing where I don't, but I'm in this industry where I have to.
That's
because
it.
I feel like, guys, to be honest, I actually don't care if you follow me. But I always feel like I have to build my engagement because I have this podcast, because sometimes hosts get hired if they have like a good following. And I hate that I have to care about it. But then I look at my following and I'm like, this is kind of weird. Like I feel like I should have more of a following. It's weird even like saying this out loud. But then I don't like, hashtag or like have people to like take, if there's someone around that'll take my photo, great. But it's never like high quality. It's not curated. But weren't you and I talking about this the other day? I actually don't like people that have super curated pages because I just feel like life isn't curated.
Right. That's a very, very profound
Right?
statement, Nazareth.
Thank you, Lauren.
Yeah, I like I like the cohesive color, but it doesn't have to be all like the pictures don't have to be curated.
Right.
I just want like one color, not one color, black and white or anything, but just the same filter. That's all I need. It can be anything.
Right. Of course, aesthetically, I can appreciate someone's pretty page.
Yeah.
When I say curated, I mean in the sense where it's like
I'm
every
drinking
photo's
tea.
posed.
I'm in Italy.
Exactly.
I'm here.
Like you're smiling with, and obviously I do this sometimes, guys, but I'm just saying like when that's your life and you're doing it all the time, every day, like how could anything be fun? How could going to a restaurant and ordering a plate of pasta be fun anymore? You know what I mean?
I don't
When
know,
like you
but
have to get the shot and the pasta has to look incredible. And like,
true.
it's just so much.
The struggles of a food blogger.
But I hate it because I'm like, if my page did look like that, I bet I'd have more followers and I'd get better jobs.
Don't worry about
Well,
that.
I won't, but it's annoying.
But now that I'm trying to build like a hairdressing following. Everyone's looking at it's all about Instagram there at school.
Right.
So they're like, how many followers do you have? How many followers do you have? And they're like, oh my God, you're like, you could start already. You already have such a following.
Yeah.
And
Well,
I'm
you
like,
do, Lauren.
And I'm like, oh, great. I'm just going to start a new page though. It's like a dedicated hair page. So
Why? I think you could just start doing hair stuff.
because then
You
everyone
just want one for models, you mean?
Yeah, like all the work I've done, and I can say like, look at this page. So I don't know.
I get that, but also you never post on yours regularly.
Yeah.
That it's like, why not use your following
That's
to
true.
build your hair
Yeah,
and just
very
start
good,
it?
Very good. Because I'm just
You
feel
know
like
what I
a lot of
mean?
people would see the hair and then unfollow because like, oh, it's just a hair page now. But we'll see what happens. I got a long time to think about
You
it.
should do hair looks on yourself because I feel like people want to see you more that do follow you. And so it'll be hair and you, right?
That's a good idea.
All right. So follow us on Instagram at Naz Perez.
And if you don't like the two of us, just be nice.
Yeah, we're really sorry, guys. We love you. But also, next week...
Like we said, come for Ashley, stay for Naz and Lauren.
You're hilarious.
Okay.
Next week, I'll be in Chicago, Tuesday the 26th for Heartbroken Anonymous, and I'll be in New York Thursday, February 28th for Heartbroken Anonymous. So if you guys want to come and meet me and come check it out, go to heartbrokenanonymous.com for more details or tell a friend that's heartbroken.
Yeah.
I would love to meet and see you guys.
When this comes out, it'll be tomorrow in Chicago.
It will. No, it won't. It's a week after. That's why I said next week.
Sorry, guys. Bye.
God damn it, Lauren.
Podcast. This podcast is brought to you by Wave Podcast Network. Check out all of our shows, including the Brain Candy Podcast, I Don't Get It, Babes and Babies, Coffee Convos, and Let's Talk About It.